The band Morrissey hated the most. Stephen Patrick Morrissey, better known simply as Morrissey, was the frontman of the Smiths, a British band that developed a devoted following in the 1980s. He co-founded the band with guitarist Johnny Marr, and together they became one of the most influential groups of their time, shaping the sound of alternative rock. The Smiths didn't just create popular tracks, they produced anthems that resonated with disillusioned youth. Morrissey tackled themes that other pop artists often avoided, such as loneliness, depression, unrequited love, and the struggles of the working class. His distinctive style and sharp, biting lyrics made him an icon for alienated youth. However, in 1987, at the peak of their fame, the Smiths split. Afterward, Morrissey embarked on a solo career, debuting with the album Viva Hate in 1988. Featuring hits like Every Day Is Like Sunday, the album demonstrated Morrissey's lyrical brilliance and distinctive voice could flourish outside the Smiths. Morrissey is widely regarded as a key figure in the development of indie pop, indie rock, and Britpop. Known for his controversial nature, Morrissey has often sparked feuds and has a tendency to make provocative statements about anyone who crosses his path. In the world of 80s alternative rock, few rivalries were as iconic as the one between Morrissey and The Cure's frontman, Robert Smith. While both artists were shaping the sound of the era, their personal differences quickly escalated into a legendary feud. But why did Morrissey hate The Cure? The rivalry between Morrissey and Robert Smith, two of the most iconic figures in alternative music, has lasted for decades. But what caused this animosity, and how did it escalate? It all began in the early 1980s when both Morrissey and Robert Smith were rising stars in the alternative rock scene. However, what could have been mutual respect turned into a bitter rivalry, and it didn't take long for things to get personal. The feud first sparked in 1984 when Morrissey was asked in an interview for The Face magazine a provocative question: if you were in a room with Robert Smith, Mark E. Smith, and a loaded Smith & Wesson, who would be the first to go? Not one to shy away from drama, Morrissey responded with venom, saying, "I'd line them up so one bullet would get them all. Robert Smith is just a whinge bag." He even went as far as to mock Smith's appearance, suggesting he had copied the Smith style with flowers and beads. While Morrissey's comments were over the top, they didn't go unnoticed. Robert Smith, never one to back down, fired back. In a scathing retort, Smith claimed, "Morrissey is so depressing that if he doesn't off himself soon, I probably will." The war of words between the two only intensified from there. Their feud hit another level in 1989 when The Cure released their legendary album Disintegration, which has since become one of the most acclaimed records in alternative rock. But Morrissey wasn't impressed. He went on to dismiss the album entirely, calling it crap. Thanks for watching. What do you think? Was this feud blown out of proportion, or was there real animosity between Morrissey and Robert Smith? Let us know in the comments below.